Perdão, pessoal. Bom, esse é o final. Eu acho que seja o final. Vamos nessa.
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this gem.
Blindado?
Now wait a second. Now, how'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this.
Ah, não tive chance de matar o outro. Diz a lenda que parava um trem só de olhar pra ele. O cara é um brabo.
They hopped a freight train, having heard
Se fosse
there was
eu
a big
pilotando o trem, ele
payroll
não
for the
parava,
express
não.
safe.
Eu
So,
sou mais
I
brabo
hopped
do
the
que
same
ele. Opa, errei.
The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head. Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I reached
James
that.
Younger gang did the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
Ah, não vi o cara lá em cima. De novo. Agora eu sabia, né?
Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Copei mais um nível. Granadeiro, caçador de cabeça. Mais concentração por tiros na cabeça. Isso é bom. Olho que tudo vê, carrasco. Certo, tiros na cabeça sem mirar. Perde segurar aqui. Concentração.
Right through there. Let me show you. I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
Por que tá assim?
I don't know, Jack. I think
porque
I
eles
believe
estão
it.
comentando.
You don't think he met Jesse James?
Boy, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But you
bull.
seriously think that tired old man went
mesma
toe to
coisa.
toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Star? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward around the sides, over the
Uma
roof.
bala, moleque, uma bala. Só apertei antes também.
some point, some bitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!" Now, I never worked for that line of cuss, but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. It was a rickety ride and quite precarious.
Eu caí. Não tinha entendido nada, mas eu caí. Ih, caramba. Pior que você olha pro chão, tem um no teto te atirando. Oh, meu Deus! O que estou fazendo?
It was definitely safer on the inside of the train.
Mas eu não posso ir pra dentro do trem. Oh, caramba. Ok.
These evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. It was no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember it.
I bet
Como que
you
eu
are.
soube? Vou ter que subir aqui, ó. Ah, tá. Certo. Oh, saco.
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative
Tem alguém
way to make
atirando
my
nas
way
minhas
forward.
costas, velho? Nossa, morri muito rápido, velho. Morri muito rápido. Olha. Mano, que fasezinha tosca, hein? Vou olhar pro chão agora. Ah tá, foi um pedaço de pau que tinha que me matado. Né?
Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Foi pela
Where would you
dinamite.
find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
Ferrou. Mais dinamite, mais dinamite. Explosivo. descendo a bala. Nossa, tô errando, velho. Vai ser mais dinâmico. Burro pra caralho, eu fui agora, velho. Burro pra caralho. Essa porra mata rápido, velho. Merda de gato. Muito longe pra chegar.
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself. There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day.
Tinha que ter um ali atrás, né? Tinha que ter um corninho ali atrás da coisa lá, velho, do banco. Tinha que ter um. Nossa, vou voltar bem daqui, velho.
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train. I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you. Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
Tá bom. Sem perdão. Jesse James foi assassinado por Robert Ford. Ok.
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that sumbitch Jim.
Falta 2.
I followed those bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe.
Montanha
Perfect
Ozarks.
place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the Reds and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Indians?
Yeah, they could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then. Hey, about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul.
Falta mais um. Quase nível 18.
Now, where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with the red man.
Nossa,
Like that time.
quantos whiskies
Did I tell you
já
about
tomou
Grey Wolf?
contando essa
Yes, sir.
história?
You did.
Ah, of course I did. In fact, I can still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men. Darkness will grow until it consumes everything you are.
So, did you ever find it? The man you are after?
Let me ask you something, Ben.
Matei
You
pouco.
ever think
Podia ter
about
matado
death?
mais. Eu errei 3 balas naquele cara.
Mr. Graves, are you alright?
Ooh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year?
O cara canta bem,
What is
velho.
this that I can't see?
Tá bom.
with ice cold hand.
Não canta tão bem, mas canta bem.
Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell.
Ó a pedra rolando atrás.
Oh,
Você esmagado pela pedra.
Dan, won't you spare me over till another year?
Como que eu vou atravessar isso?
So are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son bitch's surname.
Travou.
That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.
Frank James. O cara da mata? Chega ao
I
topo da
finally did
colina
track
evitando
those outlaws
tiro
down.
de franco
They had long
atirador.
rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close.
Eita, eita, eita. Eita. Eita.
I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well. He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me.
Por que essa bosta tá agachando em vez de correr?
Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Ok.
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
James
Oh,
Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me dead. It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
ô louco, o cara ficou lá esperando eu vir pra meter a cara, velho. Bora.
It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I
Dinamite.
had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in
Ai,
case.
ai, ai, ai.
It's always good to be prepared.
Right.
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
That son of a bitch! Gonna cut you a new smile. Take him out! He's just one man! I want that bastard dead!
Faz 5 dinamite.
That old shack? Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life! Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will! At this point, I just don't give a shit!
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him. I never did like that bastard. I am done here.
We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
Tem uma pipita por perto.
So, what happened with Reed?
Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts, but I was determined not to let that murderer escape my revenge again. But rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me. Son of a bitch!
Cadê?
It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up? Would someone please kill him?
Cara, olha a quantidade de maluco que tem aqui.
Eventually, it was just me and Reed.
Certo.
I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
Meu foco tá mal. Meu foco tava mal. Meu foco tava mal, meu foco tava mal. Nossa, 0.292 segundos. Ok. Oh, meu Deus do céu. Ah, eu vou morrer, Vou matar. Não, vou matar com honra. Vou matar desonrado, não. O negócio começa mó longe também do cara, velho. Eu saquei antes do cara. O que aconteceu? Não sei se saquei antes ou depois. AD.
And repay him I did.
Justiceiro. Foi rápido esse duelo. Corpo sem honra. Whatever. Whatever. Não sei se eu tinha que matar o cara com honra, sem honra.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame you never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
Back to episode 7. De volta ao episódio 7.
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
Não era a última fase, não. Bom, mal e humor. Tá. De volta ao episódio 7, ok. Vamos lá.
40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now.
Só?
Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant, that son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
For all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others.
Fechou. Arma lendária desbloqueada. Punição dourada. Vamos ver. Aqui, ó.
For
10 balas.
instance,
É horrível. É
did
horrível.
my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am. Nothing could stop me from taking his life. Been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly it was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades.
O que fazer? Pra onde ir? Dá pra passar por aqui? Dá pra passar por aqui. Caralho, que susto! Ah, porra! A pipita por perto. Ah, é subindo aqui. Capeta de marfim.
Town was falling apart, just like me. I wasn't about to call it quits. Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right?
Cara, que
Would you
lugar
like some
bonito,
water?
velho. O gráfico
The
desse
Wild
jogo é
Bunch
bonito
knew I was there.
por ser jogo antigo,
They
velho.
were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was on to them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
Como é que eu vou pra lá?
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling us today.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack.
Nossa, mas que é isso, velho? Você é louco, não consigo matar tudo isso de nego.
Because when I woke up,
From the dead?
there was silence all around me.
E aí, agora eu posso atravessar.
I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop.
Ah, o Billy the Kid.
Here, and there. Even over there.
So I am right. You are titched in the head.
Morri.
Mr. Graves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer. Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing.
Pet Garrett.
I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition. I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me. But in the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Harding, just like I remembered him.
Já é difícil ver os caras, ainda mais fantasma.
Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun.
Morri. Eu matei o cara e morri. Ok. A bala é fantasma também, porra? Atravessa. Atravessa a parede, velho. Atravessa a madeira. cara me deu uma só, velho. Tava full vida. Que mentira, velho. Difícil. Aí o jogo tá querendo dificultar mesmo, velho. Vamos. Olha, olha. Olha.
Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. But no ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a falling branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
Pronto.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead. Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
Eu vou pra igreja. Alguém nas costas. Ah, ô louco, mas que cercaia é essa, velho? Ô louco. Pistola, pistola.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
Olha. Alguém atirando nas costas?
The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
Oh, buceta do caralho. Fantasma, não dá pra bater em fantasma.
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond.
Oh, caralho, viu?
Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim
Nossa,
Reed,
sua mãe também
each
veio
one
de baixo.
deader than the next.
Filho da
I
puta.
thought I would go crazy.
Thought.
Porra. Tô sem bala, sem bala.
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh,
The Sundance Kid?
like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you'd seen him alive.
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh,
The Sundance Kid?
like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you'd seen him alive.
He was alive.
Nossa senhora, nossa senhora. Como que eu vou correr em volta de um monte de túmulo que não serve pra bosta nenhuma e esse corno metendo chumbo nas minhas costas? Vamos. Cadê? Zé Bunda. Eu tô sem munição ainda. Sem munição. Ai. Nossa, eu tenho que ficar no mesmo lugar que o cara. A missão não deixa eu correr. Seu bosta, você tava quase morrendo, velho. O cara tava quase morrendo, velho. Ele não morreu. Eu dei 3 tiros de espingarda nesse boçal e ele não morreu.
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh,
The Sundance Kid?
like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you'd seen him alive.
Cadê minhas balas?
He was alive.
Ah, tem bala aqui. Bala aqui. Tá acabando aqui. Tá bom. Cara escroto, viu, velho? Meu Deus do céu. Pior que esses túmulos não protegem bosta nenhuma. Beleza.
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh.
The Sundance Kid?
Like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you'd seen him alive.
He was alive.
Eu tô sem aquele perk de correr e carregar. Por isso que eu tô tomando esse pau. É. Eu tô sem o bagulho de correr e carregar. Por isso que eu tô tomando esse pau desse cara aí.
Voice called to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
Acabou. Vou duelar?
But the kid wasn't quite deceased. Not yet.
Não, depois de tudo.
Takes more than one little bullet to kill the likes of me, partner.
Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you.
You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
Let me get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Anna's mine. So is that damn money.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
QG para mudar seu foco para o inimigo que estiver olhando para você. Os dois contra eu? Que porra é essa? Os dois contra eu e nenhum no meu lugar? Ter desviado. Podia ter sacado mais rápido também. Aí ia ser sujeira.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Que lixo. Demorado demais pra atacar. Ô louco, bateu 3 vezes o coração dos caras, 2 vezes, sei lá. Carregando o final. Ainda tem mais uma. Nossa, vai ser foda então.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob?
There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
Escolha seu destino, vingança ou redenção? Vingança, redenção. Vingança, redenção. Vingança.
why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Here. I won't have it said that I left you with nothing.
That's how you want it? So be it.
Duelo?
Holy shit!
Right, Molly, move against that wall. Go!
Oh my God! Oh Jesus!
Violência gera violência. Conquista de
Did you know it was him all along?
Cassidy told me Bob was in Abilene before he died. But I wasn't sure Ben was my man until he revealed how much he knew about Ringo and Reed. The coin, of course. Well, that was the last nail in that particular coffin.
I better go get the sheriff.
You okay, boy? You're looking mighty shook up.
Dwight, maybe you best go home. Young Eisenhower here is leaving for West Point tomorrow. He shouldn't get caught up in something like this.
I think I might head out myself at this juncture. Unless you want to stop me, Jack.
No, sir, Mr. Greaves.
So where you going now? Now that you had your revenge?
Doesn't really matter, does it? As I've sold my soul for it, and will never again walk with those I have lost.
procurado. Of Juarez, Gunslinger. Esse é o final. Tudo bem, bom. E se eu escolhesse a outra coisa, a redenção? O que seria? Novo jogo está disponível. Comece a jogar a história novamente com todas as habilidades e armas que já desbloqueou. O verdadeiro oeste está disponível. Experimente. A dificuldade hardcore. Tá, vamos lá. História. Continuar. Será que eu posso continuar?
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad.
Vamos ver. O bom, o mal e o humor. Tá. Não, essa seria outra parada do jogo lá. Ah, bom. é isso. Se vocês quiserem ver depois, procurem no YouTube aí a redenção, o final redenção. Cara, esse foi o final do jogo, né? Não sei o que dizer, cara. Para um jogo de ação ele é bom, um jogo divertido. Eu gostei da dificuldade do jogo, é interessante. Assim, eu não cheguei a pensar que eu não ia passar, mas teve momentos que foram bem complexos no jogo. E é da hora, velho. A narração do personagem, a tradução é boa. Foi um jogo que eu peguei de graça na Steam. Achei muito bom, velho. Eu acho que devia ter mais armas, mas isso não é o problema do jogo principal. Gostei também da parte do combate intenso do jogo. É tiro pra tudo quanto é lado. Só que acho que deveria ter mais indicativos de inimigo e não devia ser muito assim, um tiro você morre, sei lá. Se bem que na vida real é assim, um tiro você morre. Mas deixa eu ver aqui as conquistas que eu fiz. 12 de 26. Tá bom. Tem todas as pepitas da verdade. Esse daqui talvez eu faça depois. Conclua todas as missões arcades. Essa daqui eu faço também. 3 estrelas qualquer missão arcade talvez eu consiga. História real, complete. História na dificuldade Velho Oeste. Nossa, isso daqui é difícil. Sobrevivente. Termine o desafio do duelo vencendo todos os duelos de forma honrada. Isso daqui também é legal. Vence o duelo de forma honrada em menos de 0,6 segundos. Justiça rápida. Interessante. Eu preciso treinar mais essas coisas de duelo, velho. Mas a campanha é essa. A história do jogo é maneira. Obrigado para todo mundo que assistiu. E até a próxima. Valeu. Fui. Deixa eu dar um